Welcome to another episode of Everything Atlanta Sports, where we give you the news and update from around the sports world. We hit you with the sauce, which is the main topics of the day. Then we hit you with the Q&A at the end of the show, man. Y'all know how we do over here, how we get down, man. I'm your host, your boy, the AFN representative, the hood, not affiliated with ESPN, ghetto analyst in his mother clucker. How the hell are you, man? Man, y'all know how we get down in the thing, man. Y'all put as many comments as you can in the comment section, man. I'm gonna try to get to a minimum I can. If I can't get to you, make sure y'all converse amongst each other because we family around this thing. Y'all already know, man. Before we get started, let me holler at some of the five-star generals in the chat, man. We got King Treyway that checked in early, man. He say, what's going on, Big Will? Welcome back. You've been gone for a minute. Won't be able to catch the show. I'm at work right now. Hey man, yeah, man. I ain't been able to host a show for a minute, man. But I've been going on shows. I've been going on shows, but yeah, I'm back. I'm back at it, man. Xavier Lickman in the building, man. What's happening? Boss lady in the building. How the hell are you? Xavier say, what up, Big Will? What it do? What it do? Ghost Pepper in the building. He say, what's good, Falcon family? Sonya Howell in the building. We got money 0925 in the building. Say good evening. William. My name ain't William, brother. My name ain't William. Reggie 45 in the building. What's happening? What's happening, man? All right, man. So we're gonna do things a little different today, man. We ain't doing no. We're going straight into the sauce right now. We're going straight into the sauce. A little short show. Get back into the groove of it. And we just had to talk about it, man. You know, Matt Ryan had his little introductory press conference yesterday. You know what I mean? It formally introduced himself to in his new role. Um, Even though he didn't give detail like everybody wanted it and they perspective, but he gave details of what his job would be. You know what I mean? Pretty much saying that he's in charge of the GM and the coach. You know what I mean? Make sure they doing what they supposed to do, doing their job. But he will let them do their job. He will not be trying to draft people. He would not be trying to coach. He will let them do their job, but he will hold them accountable. So it's just a voice of reason what we can go to. Arthur Blank gave y'all a different face to look at. You know what I mean? Everybody cried about Rich McKay and having him around for years, and nothing is changing. So he gave you a new voice, new perspective. You know what I mean? So and by Matt Ryan being in this game for over 20 years, you know what I mean? He got the perspective of what's going on, and I think he got the heart and the drive to succeed in his job. You feel what I'm saying? And by with what we learned from that, the question is, what's next? Who do you want to see at GM, man? Who do you want to see at GM? What is your wish list to have up in here at GM? You know what I mean? And it's look like Coach Hardball is giving us a hard look too for that head coaching position. Would you like him as a head coach? It came out and said that he wasn't demanding all the things that you heard he was demanding out here. He wasn't demanding all them things. So we don't know what to believe, what's false, what's true. You know what I mean? So we got to sit around and see what's happening, man. See what's going on. I Max in the building. He said, what's happening? Auntie Pam in the building. How you doing, Auntie Pam? Georgia Texas boy in the building. What's happening? He said, what's happening, Big Will and Falcon family? Bernard Trail in the building. What's good? What's good? So guess I'll start off then, man, while y'all sit there and marinate on it. So my thought is, I think they already got they GM who they want. I think it's gonna be Ian Cunningham. And they're conducting these interviews, which they conduct the interviews with the head coaches and the GM right now. They ain't conducted some GM, they ain't started their GM interviews right now. And some of the GM candidates that interview for the president role, they don't have to re-interview them. They can just come out and really just You know what I'm saying? Just hire them when they want to. But we're the only GM job open right now. So they really ain't in a hurry to hire the GM right now. They wanna hire in cohesion. So they want to get the deal done very quickly. And coaches that we might be looking at might still be in the playoff right now. But the John Harbaugh thing, I wouldn't be opposed to John Harbaugh if he bring in the right coordinator, if he got a plan at coordinator, offense coordinator, because we know John Harbaugh started off at special team coach, so that's where he made his bones at special team coach. So if he got the right offensive coordinator in place, I wouldn't be opposed to it. The question is, what does he have planned for offensive coordinators? What does he have planned? Who would he bring in here? That's the question we need to ask. And it's been a lot of crazy thing going on around the league. He just conducted an in-person interview with the Giants. Left the Giants office without a contract. They say he got an interview lined up with Tennessee on Thursday, and got us lined up this week too. This week too. So he doing his due diligence. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be very interesting who he choose to be with, man. But Judd Harbaugh and Ian Cunningham would be a nice 1-2 punch because Ian Cunningham was trained up under the general manager, the old general manager of the Ravens, and he's an upcoming he's an upcoming star in the GM role. And I know when did this stuff before, you know what I'm saying? Where we get the hot names, but we as fans we got no choice but to sit, you know what I mean, and hope that we get it right this time. That's all we got. That's all we can do is hope we get it right. We got a nice schedule coming up. You feel what I'm saying? We got a nice schedule coming up, and the home schedule gonna be crazy. We got some big teams coming in, and we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared when we come to play. We got to be prepared, dog. So y'all tell me who are some of y'all candidates y'all want to see up in here? I had to check y'all temperature, see how y'all feeling. What are y'all thinking right now as y'all hearing this news cycle going on? What are y'all thinking? Who we got popped up in here? Three ball, two strikes in the building. What's happening? We got D Woo 24K in the building. What's good? So who are y'all expecting, man? That's gonna be that's gonna be the question right there, y'all. We got a couple things that popped off around the league. It say the Falcons have interviewed Antonio Pierce for the head coaching spot. So I wasn't even thinking about Antonio Pierce. If y'all don't know who Antonio Pierce is, he was with the Las Vegas Raiders. He was coaching them for 1 year, and they fired him after 1 year. So they conducted the interview with him. Um, Adam Thielen is retired from the NFL. He announced on social media he gonna retire after 13 season in Pro Bowl selection, man. So and they said your boy Mike Tomlin is not looking to coach right now. He gonna take a minute off. You know what I mean? So he might be you might see him in TV right now. Plus, if anybody want Tomlin, they're gonna have to give up draft capital. They're gonna have to give up draft capital for Tomlin because Pittsburgh still own the rights to him if he would want to come back coaching. But he said he want to take some time out and sit with his family for a minute. Ghost Pepper say GM Mike Bradway, assistant general manager for the Chief. Okay, that's not a bad selection. That's not a bad selection at all. I think he was in the interview. I think he was in the interview with the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Monday 09/25 say not Weaver, not Weaver, not Dirty. I think those just was formality. Just the Rooney rule. Just to, just to do they due diligence on the hiring process. They got to satisfy the Rooney rule and give coaches opportunities. So a couple of these names that y'all might see in here, y'all might be like, I don't know about that one, but yeah, it's three balls, two strikes. Say he want a seasoned coach. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. I can I can see why people have the hesitation. You know what I'm saying about giving giving a coach an opportunity who's never coached before or whatnot because we've done it a couple times here. But it's the old saying, say man, you got to crawl before you walk. So you got to have that opportunity before you can become great. And long as you show the ability, like the confidence, you believe in yourself, the confidence, and you demand respect from your team. Pretty much like what Matt Ryan said he was looking for. Someone who demand respect from their team, someone who got empathy for the team. You know what I'm saying, and really give into the team and care about winning. Not just a paycheck for them. Got my boy home team and jumped in the building. What's happening, my boy? You say happy retirement, Adam. Uh, Blackberry say that's smart by Tomlin. George Texas boy say, I'm gonna be honest. I want Stefanski or Kubiak hand down. As far as play callers, them some of the toughest play callers out there. You know what I mean? I like uh Kubiak's trajectory. I like that for him. He's an upcoming play caller right now. And Stefanski won coach of the year two times in a row. So he got to be doing something good to win coach of the year twice, coaching in the ALC North. You know what I mean? So that's one of the toughest divisions right now. They used to be. So I wouldn't the thing is, I want to know more about Stefanski. Was it the front office who caused all that trouble with them quarterbacks down there, or was that you? You know what I mean? So we don't know. We don't know if he had folks telling him, hey, you got to start this person. Do not start Shador or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He already came out and said he didn't want Deshaun Watson, but the front office pushed that on him. So I wouldn't mind giving him a try if he have a plan. That's the main thing, man. You gotta have a plan in place, dog. We don't we tired of the merry-go-round. We tired of the merry-go-round. You gotta have a plan coming in here. We went, hey, eight losing seasons in a row. Eight losing seasons in a row, dog. We tired down here, boss. We tired. What we got here? Three ball, two strikes. Say I want that Larry seasoning coat like grandma used to use. Back in the day, they say if you ain't had them fat behind your elbow, they ain't want to taste your cook. They ain't want none of your cooking. You know how it was back then. Used to have the old dude checking out the arms back then, bro. Let me see your arm. Tell you know how to cook. Money 09/25 say Raheem was thought to be uh familiarity too. I don't put nothing past this organization. They'll do the impossible consistently. Hey, them facts right there. Them facts. I don't know who this is. This might be, is it Dre Murphy? They ain't changed y'all name on the profile, man. But yeah, they ain't lied to us so much, dog. It's hard to instill trust back. But as fans, what are we to do? But to hope. We gotta hope that we gonna get it right this time. And like I said on what Blackberry show yesterday, bro, on Fan Speak, bro, they got the first thing they need to do. is come bless that stadium before we play damn game in the new uniforms with the new regime. Go bless that damn stadium, bro. Because we curse. I don't care what none of y'all motherfuckers say. We curse. Y'all might not want to hear it, but your boy got you. I got your back. I'm gonna say the tough stuff you don't want to say. I got you. We curse, man. Southside in the building. He say, "What up, Will? What's happening?" Uh, see here. Jordan Test boy say it came out the owner and GM didn't want to start Shador. See that's what I'm saying. So like the downfall that happened them last 2 years of Stefanski, was it his doing or was it the front office doing? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. And these are the hard questions that Matt Ryan gonna have to do in these interviews. These is what he gonna have to ask them. He gonna have to break the bone, break it all the way down, undress these coaches, pause. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna have to get in there for real and see what do you have planned, what you got lined up, what you see when you look at this team, what you got lined up. How do you see using this talent? Do you have an offensive coordinator that know how to use the talent on this team? You feel what I'm saying? So we got to have that. Got to have that in order. Southside say, man, Will Stefanski and is a very good coach. The organization put him in a very difficult situation. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Southside. That's what I was just saying. Like, what can we blame on him? Because the man won Coach of the Year twice, bruh. He got to be doing something right. He got to know what he's doing. His offenses didn't lack, even though he didn't have a a consistent quarterback or knowing who he was gonna put out there. They look good at times. You know what I mean? Even the Dylan Gabriel motherfucker looked good at times. But that's the thing. What was it the structure of that organization that made the downfall for him? That's the question. What we got? George Texas say, wow, Stefanski and Shador was working together outside of the facility. Oh, okay. See that's what's up. If he was out there making sure that his quarterback was good on his playbook, man. Outside of the building, that's the type of coach you want. That's the type of coach you want. Not where our supposed to be future quarterback had to come out and say he don't got nobody to look reach out to or whatnot. He reaching out to his fiance to when he having these tough problems and he reaching out to his, you know what I'm saying, to his fiance and stuff. For the you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. So we want somebody who got the back of their players, you know what I mean? That's gonna stand up for their players and make sure, man, like the last man on the roster, you only as good as the last man on the roster. That man don't know what he's supposed to be doing, then you failed. You failed. That's the problem we had. We had problem with depth last year also. We had no depth. We got an offensive coordinator that didn't know what the hell he was doing. He drawing up plays on the crayon book. Come on, bro. We need somebody who know what they doing. And when you see something out of place, you straighten that out right then. That's what Raheem didn't do. You didn't straighten the problem. You let him keep doing what he was doing, even though you knew the only thing he had in his playbook was handing Bijan Robinson the ball. That's what's his playbook. Get it to Bijan Robinson many times you want to, even when the man trying to get out the game. He tapping on his helmet to get out the game. You still keeping this man in here. That ain't what we need. We need somebody that know how to distribute this talent out here, dog, and put them in great situations to win. That's what we need here. Point blank, dog. Jonte Rozier say, Big Will, what it do, player? Man, what it do, man? Back at it, back in action, man. Had to come talk to y'all for a little bit. It ain't gonna be no long one, but I'm in here with y'all, man. Uh, what we at? Southside say the damn curses again. Hey, Southside, one thing you know about your boy, I'm gonna tell it how it is. You feel me? I'm gonna say shit. You were thinking Southside when you was in the mirror brushing your hair or putting oil on your bald head. I don't know what you got. You got hair, bald head. Hey, I'm just doing what you thinking about, dog. I'm coming out and saying it for you. I got you. We curse like a motherfucker, bro. How else do you explain it? How else do you explain being up 28-3 and getting walked down in a quarter? How else do you explain your your offensive coordinator losing his playbook and finding it minutes before the game, a couple hours before the game? How do you explain this, dog? And that same coordinator getting a quarterback from the team that he lost to win the Super Bowl. How do you explain this, bro? How you do explain Devontae Freeman straight whiffing on the block when you got a man running wide open down the sideline for a TD? Bruh, we are cursed, bruh. We are cursed. We cursed, bruh. We got an MLS team came in here and won the championship before we did. We don't even do soccer down here in Atlanta. We just starting soccer, bruh. Basketball and football is gold down here. You know how it is. In Atlanta Brave, we know everybody. Everybody in Georgia and folks that don't stay in Georgia root for the Brave. We ain't never been no soccer town. We just becoming soccer, bro. I just tell her how it is for you, Southside, so you ain't got to worry about folks asking you questions about the curse. I got you. I'm gonna take all that on my back. I got you, bro. ATL 251 say, Terry. Hey man, my boy 251, man. He say Terry was the curse. He had the voodoo on him from the ants and the swamp. What happened with the Terry when we had Thomas Dimitrov then? What was that? We still were cursed then. What was that? We didn't lose. We didn't lose the Super Bowl in Terry era, in Terry Fontenot era. That was in Thomas Dimitrov era. But I already know how you feel about Terry, my boy. It's all good. Hey, Ghost Pepper say head coach. He want John Harbaugh. It's his number one choice. But if the Giants get Harbaugh, then see if we can get LaFleur in here. Well, the thing about LaFleur, Ghost Pepper, they still trying to work out a contract with LaFleur. So if they can work out a deal with Matt LaFleur, he ain't going nowhere. So they in contract talks right now. So that might be off the table. You might have to get you another number two. Georgia Texas boy say I also remember Stefanski was the OC for Kurt in Minnesota. And boy, that's when Kurt put up them numbers. He had like 4,500 yard passing, I think. And they was running up and down the team on defense. So we know Stefanski is a good offensive coordinator. The question was, as a head coach, as a leader of men, was it his fault the last 2 years that the downfall of the Cleveland Browns, or was it the front office, as the word they like to use, sabotaging the team? Was it the front office not knowing what they doing and going out to their eye candy? They seen Deshaun Watson and went out there, thought we finna sign him, and they throw the book bag at him. They throw the Brent's truck, everything at this man, man. They took the lotto winnings and throwed it at this man. Was it his fault, or was it the front office that did it, that tied his hands? And that's what I'm saying. These are the questions that Matt Ryan gonna have to ask in the interviews. He gonna have to break them down to the bare minimum. He gonna have to undress these coaches, as I said, pause, undress these coaches, and see what it is, dog. What is it that you see with us? What do you see? How do you see us moving forward in the next 5 years? How do you see Michael Penix in this organization? Do you see a future with him, or do you need another QB in this situation? These are the questions he's going to ask, bro. We gonna have to ask these questions. What we at? Bernard Cantrell said, "I go Kubiak for head coach." McDaniel for OC, Obert at DC, and that's my choice if it could happen. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Mike McDaniel gonna be the choice of a lot of people looking for OC if he don't get a head coaching job. But I think he gonna have his pick of the litter at the OC job if the head coaching don't work out for him. Think he'll have the pick of the litter. I love to have him down here. He's very creative in his offense. You know what I mean? So I love to have him here. George Tesba say, plus he got connection with Matt Ryan and Stefanski do. Oh, you talking about Stefanski? Okay, yeah. Black Bear said, man, I want a coach that leaves, no doubt, for who to hold accountable. A guy that demands respect will relinquish a solid. Okay. Hey, bruh, like we talked about the other day, bruh, that's what you want. You want a clear direction. You want a coach with a clear direction. You want a regime with a clear direction so you can sit there just like they gave us Matt Ryan and say, this is who gon' hold these guys accountable. Matt Ryan is gonna hold the GM accountable. He gonna hold the head coach accountable. They're gonna work in unison, the head coach and GM. They're gonna work in unison to build the right, you know what I'm saying, get us on the right track. With the GM bringing in the talent and the head coach, you know what I mean? What you saying? Let's see, developing you know, what I'm saying, developing talent down here. We lack in backups and depth down here for the last couple years, dog. We lack in depth. And that have killed us the last couple years. Because when injuries happen, is a big drop off for the next man that pops in. We got to close that gap. What also killed us was this damn training staff that Raheem hired. Who the fuck? This training staff was ass garbage. As Blackberry like say, garbage. It was garbage, bro. We never got a clear answer on the injuries. It was always backdoor talk. You know what I'm saying? It was never clear. Told us Troy Anderson to be back. He missed the whole goddamn year. We got a defensive end that never touched the damn field. You got Darnell Mooney that had a broken collarbone, and y'all had this motherfucker day to day. Come on, bro. That ain't the way you do business. So I'm ready for them once they get in, they get the GM in, and they get the head coach in. I'm ready them to gut that goddamn training staff out. Gut that motherfucker out. We need something else. Southside said, Southside said, I'm a dreadhead, not a freeform, but I got my shit twisted. Well, when they retwist your shit and put that grease in there, you know what I mean? I got you, dog. When you thinking about that shit getting your hair retwisted, I'm gonna say the hard shit for you, Southside. I got you, bro. George Testament said Atlanta United was stacked when we won. They was all young. They was young. They was young too. George Testament, you gotta think about it. They was a young team. We had a coach that didn't speak no English, and they won the chip. Yeah, we had a championship coach. Tata Martinez was a great coach, but he spoke no English and brought this team to a championship. Bro, it's the point. Like I was trying to let you know that the Falcons are cursed. Yeah, folks can think that we ain't if they want to. We curse like a motherfucker, bro. I'm just saying. And before we start our next season, we need to go down there and bless that stadium. I don't care if y'all want to go down there. We'll go together. We'll go ahead and make a little crew. We go down there together. But we're gonna need somebody with the voodoo knowledge. So if y'all got aunties or something that know the voodoo, y'all tell them to come on through. We're gonna go down there and bless the stadium before the game start. You know what I mean? Before the season start. And we're gonna have a good year, bro. You feel me? ATL 251 say, so it's the team. then, not the stadium. If the soccer team won, nah, nah. We're cursed. You forgot. Once we built that stadium, we a church used to sit there. And a lady did an interview and said, y'all ain't gonna never win nothing. I don't know why he sold y'all this spot. Y'all ain't gonna never win nothing. And I think she cursed us, bro. I think she cursed the shit out of us, bro. But we gonna see, man. Like I say, man, we gonna get all the prayer warriors together. You know what I mean? We're gonna go down there and bless the stadium before the season start. If y'all got auntie that know that stuff, y'all know they know that stuff. Y'all bring them on down. We gonna go bless that motherfucker before we start our season. And we gonna be all right. Gold Pepper say, even though Kevin Stefanski is not one of my choices, if they decided to make him our head coach, I won't be mad. Exactly, because he showed the pedigree that he know what he doing. He showed the pedigree that he know what he doing. The first couple years he was up there in Brown, they was balling. The last two, it's the question. This what I'm saying. This what Matt Ryan gonna have to dig out. He gonna have to figure this out. What happened in them last 2 years? Matt Ryan gonna have to ask these tough questions in these interviews, dog. George Texas boy say DJ Williams heading to Washington is cute. He can go bye bye. I will send the. I would help him pack his stuff, bro, because that was one of the worst goddamn QB coaches we had here, bro. He didn't know what he was doing, and they just put him in a position where he had no experience at. He don't know what he's doing, dog. Your quarterback was lost out there. Let Washington deal with him. Go ahead. Go on over there with Washington. Oh yeah. Reggie 45 said, good evening, Auntie Pam. Good evening, Auntie Pam from Reggie 45. Georgia Texas boy say we had no vision, Big Will. None at all, dog. And that's what their sportologist, you know what I'm saying, organization found out when they came in here. We had no vision. And that was a problem. And I think they fired Terry because he had no backbone. He was just going along with what the coaches wanted him to do. Just going along. Mike Smith, what Arthur Smith wanted him to do. Going along with Terry Fontenot wanted him to do. I mean, not Terry Fontenot, but Raheem Morris. He was just going along with the program. So, and if the case was like he was one of the biggest one asking to hire Raheem, then I understand the firing. I understand it. Real talk. ATL 251 say Grady was cursed before Terry bit with oh shit. 251, this ain't even you, dog. You don't even talk about Grady like that. What's going Mike in the bit Mike ain't even made it in the building yet, dog. You starting off the Grady talk already, my boy. Kick a man while you down. We already said he might need to retire. Kick a man while he down, man. Shame on you, 251. Hey man, Gold Pepper say yes. The talks are lingering in Green Bay. I'm just saying, keep an eye on it. I'm still on that Clint Kubiak train. Hey, that's facts right there, George Tech, Ghost Pepper. But the thing is, the question is, Ghost Pepper, how long are the Falcons willing to wait? Are we willing to wait and hope that they don't work out a deal with him and hope that he choose to be the Falcon next coach because he's gonna be a hot commodity too. If they don't work out a deal in Green Bay, he's gonna be a hot commodity. A lot of teams that would love to have that man as a head coach. So the thing is, how much are the Falcons willing to wait? Are they willing to wait for that? Three ball, two strikes say whoever told Raheem to challenge calls need to be gone. For someone always looking at the jumbotron, he was awful at challenging play. And that's the thing too, right there. For a coach who don't call his own plays, and your number one source and reason for your income is to manage the game, and you was terrible at that. That's another big reason he lost his job. You was terrible at managing the game, dog. You was a fan like us. You was just sitting and watching the game. You might have well should have got you some popcorn and the goddamn glizzy. You sitting there watching the game like we watching it. Jordan Texas boy say the team was young, but they was good international players in Team USA. Hey, that was a good team. We had a great general manager at the time who took another job somewhere else, and that cost us a couple of years after he left. He took a high role with a international team. So that we had good pieces in place. Arthur Blank had put good pieces in place for the said soccer team. Whoever advised him on the soccer team did a great job. So that's the thing. So like we had good coaches, dog. Dan Quinn came in here and had successful seasons early on. He just didn't sustain it. Mike Smith, one of the winningest coaches in our history, dog, he had 5 consecutive winning seasons, and we couldn't sustain it. How else do you explain it? We're cursed, dog. ATL 251 say, does John Harbaugh have a son coaching at Seattle that they talking about going somewhere like the Raiders? I'm not sure on that 251. I'm gonna have to look into that. I ain't sure on that. Scrapped up 24 say look like hardball is playing hardball and coming here. I like what you did right there. I see what you did there in the ant brother. I see what you did there. He just weighing his option. He weighing his option, you know what I mean? He just weighing down his options. Sprout up 24 say, I'm sure if he comes here, Matty Ice is not letting him leave. Hey, that's facts, man. If he's the right guy, if he's talking about what you want to hear, that's the thing. If he's telling you what you want to hear, and he ain't a car salesman like Raheem Morris, he really giving you a plan, really got a 5-year plan in place for you, and he laying it all out where you can see it visually, then you do what you got to do to make sure he don't leave the building. You got to do like your boy Chucky. Do like your boy Chucky, John Gruden. Lay some stuff on the board and on the TV for him. Have him explain how he'll handle this situation or handle that. Hey, make it tough for him. Don't make it easy. Don't make it easy. George Testbus say, yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement about Terry and he became collateral damage. Yeah, that's what it was, dog. If you go alone to get along, you'll always be alone, bro. Point blank. You can't go alone to get along. It's gonna be people that don't like you. You gotta know that, bro. It's gonna be people that don't like you. That means you're doing something right. If everybody liking your ass, something ain't right. Something leeching. Somebody leeching somewhere. Somebody leeching. Southside said it's usually me or Michael with the greatest slander. That's what I'm saying, Southside. That shit, that's unusual to be coming out of 251 mouth. I can't believe that, man. I cannot believe that guy. Auntie Pam say, what's up? She's speaking to Reggie 45 up there. George Chessboy say, hey, good point, Big Will. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. What we got? Blackberry say, think more about who Matt Ryan may want and less what you want. That's my message to everyone. And those are big facts. Those are big facts. And that goes back to what I was speaking about, Blackberry. Matt Ryan gonna have to ask the tough questions in there. Don't leave it easy for nobody. Ask the tough question. Make them break it down. Make them set you out a 5-year plan. What you see in this franchise doing, in 5 years, like you know what I'm saying. I want to know all this. What do you see with the talent we have on the roster? What do you need? What do you think we need to do to upgrade with this team? Do you see this guy, what I'm saying, as a franchise quarterback? Will you make him, you know what I'm saying? Will you make him compete for his job? These are the questions you gotta ask. Jay Diaz in the building. What it is, my boy? 3 ball, 2 strikes. Say Falcons led the league in delay of game last game for a delay of game coming out of timeout in 2 minutes offense. What the hell? That's what I'm talking about, dog. When your only job was to manage the game and you was terrible at it, that's a problem, dog. You don't call no defensive plays. You ain't calling no offensive plays. You standing there with a mic looking up at the jumbotron. They might as well should have brought you a 10-piece wing and fries out there. Cause you enjoying the game like we are, bro. Real talk. Wrapped up 24. Said, yes, sir. That was funny. I don't know what he was talking about though. Uh Ghost Pepper said Raheem Morris stated that clock management is a process. Ain't no goddamn process, man. You sit there, hey, you prepare before a game for a reason. You do a week of practice before a game for a reason to get you prepared for the game so you don't have to guess what the hell to do. You already got a plan for what's going on. You have a guy in charge of managing to help you manage and challenge coaching situation that you hired, and you still failed at that, bro. Scrapped up 24. You got to, what I'm saying, state what you talking about. You hit me with that. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know what you talking about. You got to give me some context so I can rebuttal off of it. You know what I mean? Don't leave your boy stuck like that, bro. Don't do me like that, man. What we at? Yeah, make me lose. Why was that? Jordan Tennis boy said, I hope the head coach is offensive minded. But your boy John Harbaugh, he was a special team coach. And he still was successful for 18 years up there, you know what I'm saying, Baltimore. They had great teams in Baltimore. It just got to be, you got to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to set a standard. Don't come in here arms flailing. You got to come in here, set a standard. No matter what goes on throughout the years with your team, you remain structured. You got that foundation in place. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many adjustments you make, like you make renovation to your house, no matter how many adjustments you make, you got a standard in place. Your structure is strong. Come in here with a plan. That's what I want. Blackberry say right. Yeah. Um 2 ball, 3 strikes say which major player would you not resign or trade ASAP? Okay, you hit me with a twofer right there. All right. What major player I would not resign? I would not resign Ebiketie. I would not resign Ebiketie. I wouldn't mind if they didn't resign on Yamada. I wouldn't mind if they didn't resign him because I think we're strong in that position. As far as trade, I don't got nobody that I would trade right now because like we don't got nobody eligible for trading that I think we don't need. So I don't think I would trade nobody, but the person who everybody would say would probably be Kirk Cousins, but that ain't a tradable contract. A lot of teams wouldn't take it. They'll just wait for you to cut them. So, but I would franchise tag Kyle Pitts. I definitely would sign Bijan and Drake London right now. I will sign them right now. Because if you let them get another year where they ball out, they gonna become very expensive. I damn sure would bring Algier back. I give him 7 million a year, and I cap it out. I cap it out at for I cap it out at shit. I give him 12. That's the most 12. And when I sign Bijan, the most I'm giving Bijan is like about 22 million a year. That's under 35 million for your backfield. I do that. I can do that. I can do that. Joe Boy said, I just don't want us to go through the same thing we went through with Matt Ryan changing and OC every 2 years. And that's the thing, like what he said in his conference, he wanted structure to whoever he choose to hire. He want to make sure that they have structure. He don't want to have somebody going through what he had to go through. Even though Matt Ryan was tough minded, he was able to sustain, what I'm saying, changing coaches like that. He still had a successful career. Let's see. Southside say, yeah, you need a standard 100. Yeah, you got to have a plan. Joe Testboy say, damn near like Baltimore too. Uh, what the hell? You don't change the name, Southside? Yeah, y'all going 15 kids and 21 baby mama. Yeah, I believe it's time for AK to move on. Also, yeah, because you had one of your worst years right now. You had help. When you have help, you're supposed to have a better year. That's supposed to free you up. You had help, and you had one of your worst years. So yeah, man. Unless this man trying to take a team friendly discount, it's adios, adios, AK, adios. Scrapno 24 say I was talking about the comment I made about Harbaugh. Okay, facts, facts. See, you got to hit your boy with the context, so I know how to rebuttal to it. You feel me? I got you, my boy. Where we at? Blackberry say that's the main reason for the Kurt restructure to take care of Drake and Bijan. I hope that would have was my boy. That's got to be priority number one. And if you get the right offensive coordinator in here, your boy, your boy Tyler Algier will want to stay. He'll sign another deal here because he'll feel comfortable that we use him the right way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking for. Can you keep that boy Tyler Algier in the building? George text boy say, hold on, 15 kids, 21 baby mama. How that work? Yeah. Southside now got down fucking with us when they didn't change their name. Mucho Grunt in the building. He say, what up? What up? What's happening, man? What's happening? All right, I'm going on almost about an hour. This one supposed to be a long show, just to come in and see what y'all talk about. Y'all want to throw some more questions down there in the chat before we get all this thing. Go ahead, man. I see here for a little bit longer. But yeah, they weren't meant to be a long thing, just to get your boy back on screen and check the temperature out there. You feel what I'm saying? See what y'all feeling about. How y'all feeling? Y'all heard what Boss Lady said. She say, shut this out. Make sure y'all shut this, man. Make sure y'all go to my page and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hold on, I ain't even put that in the thing for y'all, man. I'm tripping. It's been a minute for your boy. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Give y'all easy access, pause, to the page. So y'all can go on there, subscribe to your boy, man. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. And hit that like button. Y'all hear boss lady down there, man. Hit that like button, man. All right, I put it in the chat for y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all share this out to your people, man. Tell them come check us out over here at AFN, man. We giving y'all We giving y'all the goods, man. Y'all know we gonna hit y'all with it. Stephanie Houston said, "Hey, what's up, Falcon Nation? What's happening? What's happening? We at the end of it right now, but you can go back and check us out. I appreciate you for joining us, though. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. A little short show, man, just to get back on screen and check the temperature of everybody. But if y'all ain't got no more question for your boy or nothing, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. Got. I appreciate y'all for joining me, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like my page, follow me on YouTube and on Twitter. I be uh I be dropping retweeting and everything over there on Twitter, so you know. Mucho Grundy say, why everything is Paul laugh out loud? You freaking bro, you know how you gotta do these days, Mucho Grundy. Everything suspect these days with these young folk, man. You gotta hit them with the pause. Well, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and like that, man. Hold on. Joe text boy to hit me with something. Hold on. Who is your choice for head coach? Oh yeah. First choice, first choice, Joe text boy. I had to say John Hardball, Clint Kubiak, Kevin Stefanski. Those top three right there. I wouldn't be mad with now one of them. I want an offensive minded coach in here. John Hardball would be the only exception to that. John Harbaugh would be the only exception because he has showed that he can go bring in great coordinators. He can bring in good coordinators to help run the team. So yeah, those would be my top three. And I ain't got number one person I'm looking at for GM. That's Ian Cunningham. I like the tree he come from, and I'm willing to give him an opportunity. Mucho Brunner say experienced coach as well. Yeah, two of those three are experienced coaches. Clint Kubiak is just coming on, so those would be the top three for me. You feel what I'm saying? And I think they got what it takes to build that structure here. Build that we already got the foundation in place. We need the walls, we need the windows to be remodeled a little bit. That's it. You feel me? Mucho Grande say what OC or DC you want? I want to keep Jeff Albert for sure. I want to see what that look like in year two. I want to see what that I want to see what that look like in year two. And like for the OC, I wouldn't mind them for them first two for them other two like Kubiak or Stefanski, it wouldn't matter who they hire OC because they call their own play. But I wouldn't mind Mike McDaniel getting hired as OC if he don't get a head coaching job. I wouldn't mind bringing him as OC. I wouldn't mind bringing Kingsbury from Washington off in here. He's good at the play. I don't even know why Washington got rid of him. That was that was puzzling for me. Duval, he's a great offensive coordinator. I just don't think he's a great head coach. So when he had to manage being a coach and call plays, I think he forgot about management of his quarterbacks at that point. He started to run his quarterback into the ground a little bit. So for sure, I wouldn't mind that. Uh, what was it? Mucho Grande say Kubiak would be a first time head coach. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Mucho. George Testboy say Brian Dayball is OC. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. He showed he can call play. He good at calling play. JD say Matt press conference. He mentioned a defensive coach, Jim. Definitely who they want. But I like Clint. Well, in his press conference, he said he don't specify between the offensive minded coach or a defensive minded coach. He just want them to have a vision. and have a plan in place, which I agree with. Long you got some, hey, if you can be a defensive coordinator, long you got your offense coordinator lined up who you want, and another one lined up if that one decide to stay where they at. Long you got a plan in place, I'm good with that. George Testboy say I want Stefanski or Duval and Obert to stay. Okay. Mucho Grande say, so do you think we keep Kurt? If no, who you bringing in? Hey, for Kurt, the only way we keeping Kurt dog if they tear up that contract and get him another one. Like they straight up scratch that contract. Cause ain't nobody paying $75 million on that second year. Ain't nobody paying that, bro. And if he here after March the 10th, I think, when the new league start, it's guaranteed. That contract becomes guaranteed. And Falcons ain't going for that. So the only way Kirk Cousins stays here if he redo his contract. Not what he did to free up that little money. Not that. If he do a new contract, he got to do a new contract. And I think they'll end up like releasing him because it won't cost them. It won't cost them that much if they just release him. Ain't no team gonna trade for him. Ain't no team giving you nothing for him. They'll just sit back and wait for you to let him go. Who I would bring in? I'll take a hard look at Teddy Bridgewater. I'll take a look at him. Uh, your boy down there in Arizona, Brissett. I'll take a look at him. Uh, who else coming? Daniel Jones. Even though I think Indianapolis gonna resign him, I would not bring Russell Wilson down here. He won't be able to. He won't be able to be focused with Sierra baby daddy staying in Atlanta. He can't compete with he can't compete with that down here. He won't be focused. I would not bring Jameis Winston down here. You'll be looking for this man on game day. He probably be sleeping in the goddamn club with some crab leg, be at Magic City sleep with the crab leg and lemon pepper wing. I mean, he's a great guy, but he kind of funny to me, bro. Something is off with Jameis Winston, and I think he looking more of being like a personality now on purpose. He trying to be a personality on purpose right now. So I hold my horses on Jameis Winston. I wouldn't want that in the locker room. Jordan Test boy say, what if we cut Kurt? What if we cut Kurt and resign him? Yeah, that we ain't gonna cut him and resign him. Jordan Test boy, what they'll do is what I was talking about, just pretty much scratch his contract and give him a whole new one. That's the only thing I see for them like keeping him. That's the only way I see them keeping him. What we at? What we at? Mucho Grande say, if hardball come, I think Hunter comes. Hunter. All right, tell me who you talking about right now, Mucho Grande. You talking about the Hunter. Talking about the pass rusher? Specify who you talking about right now, Mucho. 10 Cam oh 01 say Jameis is an emotional support QB. Exactly. That, that hey man, he mean well at time, dog, but it's some throwed off about this guy. Something is throwed off about him. And a lot of his teammates say he a little crazy too sometimes. You know what I mean? So like I don't want that right now when you trying to sustain build structure in his organization. I wouldn't want that right there. Everybody be sitting there taking Jameis Winston as a joke. Georgia Pride 1978 say the fact that Matt isn't putting himself in a box of an offense or a defensive coach is something I wanted to hear. Get a leader of men who can make the right hires on both sides of the ball. That's facts right there. That's facts. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't close off one side of the field as they say. Keep the field open, bruh. Get somebody to lead them in here. 'Cause just because somebody call good play don't make them lead them in. Get somebody who can lead men. That's why you got to ask these tough questions in these interviews. Ask these hard questions, dog. Whole team say he'll be at Juicy Crab. And you know Juicy Crab down here stay open late. We got some that stay open late. You know what I'm saying? So that man, you'll be looking at it, you'll be looking for this man. He ain't at the game now. It's too much to do in Atlanta for him. Gotta keep that boy in the country. Keep him in the country. Jonte Rose just say, what would it cost for us to go after Matt Jones? For Matt Jones, you're gonna have to give up a draft pick. He's on the contract with San Francisco, so you'll have to give up a draft pick. It ain't specify what it would cost, but if I was to think, I would think they'll ask for like a third round. They'll ask for like a third round for Matt Jones. Then you got to give him a contract. Southside say Kurt will be released. We can't afford to keep him. That's what I'm saying. The only way we can keep him if they give him a total new contract, dog. That's the only way I see it. That's the only way I see it. But they'll cut him before the new league start. They'll cut him. JDS said saw someone say Matt Jones. Yeah, I was just talking about that JDS. For them to get Matt Jones, they're gonna have to give up draft capital. And I'm pretty sure San Francisco will be wanna ask for at least a third rounder because he gonna be a hot commodity. He gonna be a hot commodity. Southside say we need a backup at QB who can at least move a little in the pocket. Well, that's where the league going to these days. Outside, a lot of teams are looking for someone who can move in the pocket. They ain't got to be a running quarterback, but they got to at least be athletic enough. They going away from the pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be you got to be able to roll out, hit them with bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? Play action moves. You got to be able to move in that pocket. Defenses are too skilled these days for you to just stand still. They too skilled. Georgia Pride say, I think Matt is done with cousin in Atlanta and get a younger and cheaper option. It's gonna be options out there for sure, Georgia Pride. It's gonna be options out there. So he gonna have his choice. Is what kind of negotiator we gonna have at GM? That's the question. If we gonna have a negotiator that can close the deal. ATL 251 say who was the Ravens OC? Would he not go where John go? That's Todd Monken, the two-time national champion winning Todd Monken, who was their OC up there with who made Lamar Jackson look like something throwing the ball. So like that's that's the offense coordinator up there. He's creative, but I don't know what happened at the end with him and John. Was it tension between him and John, or was it just the front office that had tension with John for not firing him? And Lamar Jackson just got everybody fired, dog. He just ain't been succeeding. He ain't been succeeding up there. Oh, Blackberry said he talking about Huntley. Oh, that who he meant, not Hunter. He meant Huntley, the backup quarterback. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah, I got you, Mucho. I see who you talking about now. You meant Huntley. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised that is Huntley under a deal or is he a free agent this year? If you're a free agent, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I don't want to hear nobody keep talking about no damn Justice Field. Don't talk about no damn Justice Field up here. Don't talk about no Malik Willis coming up here, dog. That's a young QB. You need a veteran QB. When it's time for your franchise quarterback to take over the rim, it won't be a problem. That's what you need. You need a veteran QB in here. Unless you don't see Michael Pennis as your franchise guy, then you bring Malik Willis in here and you have them duke it out or whatever. But I do believe they're gonna bring competition in here for Michael Penix Jr. They're gonna make him earn his job. I do believe that. Ghost Pepper say Jameis Winston will be too focused on trying to be too big. It's back. Jameis Winston would be too focused on trying to big his back from the crowd leg and the lemon pepper wing, hanging out with Lou Williams and shit. You know what he gonna be doing, man. Y'all popping off in the chat now. Y'all don't want your boy to go nowhere. I hear you. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Mucho Grande said, "Oh, he's referring to Blackberry." George Pryor said, Jameis is a good locker room guy. As a third QB, I would be fine with. I don't think I want. I don't think I want that in the locker room. Cause you got to think about it. Everywhere Jameis Winston went, they had a losing record. The Saints, he was signed with the Saints. They had a losing record. Signed with the Giants. Signed with Cleveland. They had a losing record. So I don't think I want that here. It's only so far you can be as that motivational speaker up in the locker room, dog. At some point, we got to win some games. At some point, we got to win the game. Yeah, Jonte Rozier. Yeah, I know who you talking about now. Uh, DeAndre say, laugh out loud. Winston going to feed Drake and Pitts though. Risk taker. Yeah, That's one thing about him. He's a gunslinger, bro. He don't care that boy Drake London got three boys on him. He gonna try to fit it in there. He gonna try to fit it in there for sure. Ghost Pepper responded to home team. Dreaded 2880 said, what about Joe Burrow? It's gonna cost you a pretty penny to get Joe Burrow out of Cincinnati, dog. If you willing to give up that draft capital and hope he doesn't get injured, he's very injury prone now. So you talking about Michael Penix. That man is injury prone also. He ain't played a full season yet. I think the closer he came to a full season was that when they went to the Super Bowl. So that's a big risk. That's a big risk you take right there too, though. So if you willing to give up that draft capital on the hope that he stays healthy, then I guess that'll be something to look at. Jerome 69 713 say the West Coast offense everybody try to run requires a mobile QB, not in the sense of Vic, but rollouts. Waggles, bootlegs, Joe Montana was the template. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jerome. The league is heading more towards that athletic quarterback. You gotta have an athletic quarterback. You can't have no statue quarterback back there. And what we got to think about, everybody run the same shit in the NFL. It's all about play design and your talent you have on your team. How do you distribute your talent out there? How do you use your talent? Because everybody run the same shit, bro. It's just different verbiage. Different verbiage. Auntie Pam say, Big Will, I agree with you with your choice of Ian Cunningham. I believe they already decided on him at the GM, and they are focused on head coach. John Harbaugh is at the top of her candidate list with Kirby Kubiak a second choice. I like that. I like that, Auntie Pam. I like that choice. Which you're going to say, what do you think about Mike Tomlin? He can go on out to Green Pasture. They're just like Raheem Moore. They close buddies. No, I don't want that, dog. I don't want Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry. I know he had some success down there in Pittsburgh, but it was just that they were stuck in neutral in Pittsburgh. They were stuck in neutral. It takes somebody to talk about Mike Tomlin and get him up out of here. Then he go on a little win streak to be over 500 and to beat his chest at the end because Baltimore kicker missed the field goal. Then you got lucky and won that game. So no, I'm good. I'm good on Mike Tomlin, dog. I let somebody else have that opportunity with him. I'm good on that. ATL 251 say Aaron Rodgers QB. No, boy, you can take him too. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. You talking about somebody talking too much? Shit, he worse than Kirk Cousins with the talking. Saying the bad, say he want Jameis. Good on Jameis. Good on that boy there. What we got here? Jerome 69 say, I'm good on Harbaugh. I want something fresh. Every coach was unproven at one point of their career, but two hardball defenses, some coaches get it done they second time around, like Belichick after Cleveland. That's big facts. That's big facts right there. Because Belichick was sorry in Cleveland, bro. And the thing is, you got a lot of folks saying they don't want first time coaches right now because we had tried it already. So that's one of the arguments. You got some people say they don't want first time head coach, and they want a seasoned coach. So I'm just giving them choices of both sides of the world. You feel what I'm saying? So like he's a seasoned coach. Then you got Kubiak, who never been a coach. Those are my top two candidates. With Stefanski coming in at third. George, oh damn, I'm tripping. Ghost Pepper said he want porn star Jimmy G up in that thing. Hey man, you Jimmy G would hit every script club on the scene over here in Atlanta, bro. Y'all better send him out there with a security team. Make sure he back before curfew. That boy be every script club out here, boy. Mucho Grunder say honestly, I think Matt would get Malik right, but you gotta think Mucho. Matt not here to be the QB coach. So it's gonna be Matt. What Matt gonna do? He gonna make sure the head coach hire the right people to get his quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Get his quarterback right. So if you're not seeing your boy Michael Pennis as your franchise QB, then by all means bring a quarterback in here to to challenge him for that spot for sure. Bring a young one in here. They're gonna have competition here, period. But if you don't see this man as your franchise quarterback, bring a young QB in here. Shit, bring Stetson Bennett in here then. If you don't see him as your franchise quarterback, Stetson Bennett, bring his ass in here. Give him an opportunity to fight for that starter role. That's gonna get that's gonna get some of these folk talking out here. Stetson Bennett. Falcon fan forever say what's going on, y'all. What's happening? Appreciate you for joining us, man. Appreciate you for joining, just chopping it up, getting the temperature of everybody, man. He say, I hope we don't get Kevin Stefanski already. Well, hey man, Kevin Stefanski a good coach, bro. He's a good coach, dog. Now the question you coming in later about it though, but the question is what happened the last 2 years? Was it the front office that sabotaged the team, or was it him? It came out that he didn't want Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? So like, and the team drafted three quarterbacks. So like, the question is, it was it him or was it the front office? Indeed, the question Matt Ryan gonna have to ask in these interviews is what I was saying earlier. But when you go back and check out the playback, check that out, man. Auntie Pam say Jameson pissed me off with that game against when we played the Saints. Strong, no. I'd rather have Russell Wilson. Oh my God. She said she'd rather have Russell Wilson over Jameis Winston. But the thing is, I don't think Russell Wilson will be focused in Atlanta. I don't think he can be focused. He'll be too much worried about Sierra in Atlanta and trying to compete with Future. So I don't think he'd be focused down here. Falcon fan forever say Mike Tomlin's not coming here. I heard he's taking a year off to be on TV. Yeah, that's what I say. I say he say he's not coaching next year unless somebody throw that Brinks truck at him, and they're gonna have to give up draft capital for him for real if you want. But he already just told folks he gonna take some time off, be with his family. Falcon fan forever say I hope we get Clint Kubiak. I wouldn't be mad at that choice right there either. Dread at 2880 and say we have a good offensive line. And we got a good offensive line coach. I don't know why a lot of people complain about our offensive line. We was top five. We top five offensive line in the league. With all the troubles we had a third string tackle, a first time center, and we was top five. And we was second least sack team in the league. So I don't know what a lot of folk. I don't know what a lot of folk getting that our offense line had a bad year because we if that a bad year, I hate to see them when they when they got done good. That's gonna be hell. Falcon fans ever say or John Harbaugh. I heard he didn't sign with the Giants, but just had an interview. I hope he takes the Falcon job. Hey man, if Matt Ryan likes what he hear coming out of that John Harbaugh interview, I see Matt Ryan not let him lead the building. But they say he got an interview lined up with the Tennessee Titans and the Falcons coming up in the next coming up this week. Falcon fan forever say our O line is all right. It wasn't that good at blocking for Michael Penix. Michael Penix wasn't sacked that much. If you go look at it, he wasn't sacked that much. We were the second least sacked team in the league. We was a top five offensive line. Only way it looked so bad because our offensive coordinator was incompetent. Our offensive coordinator was incompetent and know what the hell he was doing. So it made everything look bad. Uh WC May Jr. 71 said, I'm thinking Mike McDaniel is the hire. He has head coaching experience. He's offensive play caller. His scheme fits our personnel. I don't know if they will hire him to be head coach. I don't think they will hire him to be head coach. Um, if he get an opportunity to be head coach again, I would see like Tennessee or Cleveland hiring him as the head coach. But I don't see the Falcon hiring him as head coach. But hey, man, anything is possible, dog. Say for instance, John Harbaugh or Clint Kubiak don't accept this job, but they go somewhere else. I can see them. I can see them hiring Mike McDaniel. He had that team humming. He had that team humming down there in Miami. So I can see it. Georgia Pride said Matthew Stafford ain't running. No, what you say? Matthew Stafford ain't running anywhere and about to win NFL MVP. He ain't a statue quarterback either. He'll move around that pocket. That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to move around in the pocket. Matthew Stafford will move outside, make off what's called them off scheduled throws and everything. He won't stand in that pocket. He'll move around. And he's 37 years old. He'll move around. He ain't finna go out there and run for 20 yards on you, but he'll move around in that pocket. We just need you to be athletic. Mucho Grande said, "Is it dead for Geno Smith?" Ooh, boy, I don't know about Geno Smith. Mucho, that's a good question. I don't know. Was it him with the failures in Las Vegas, or was it the scenery? I don't know what happened with Geno Smith, dog. I don't know. That's a good question. Oh man, they going. Auntie Pam said Thomason gonna cost a draft pick, and that's something we don't have, right? Falcon fan forever say Geno Geno Smith is trash. He sucked everywhere he went. Hey, I can't agree with that because when he was in Seattle, he was balling. Once they fired uh Carroll, he was balling in Seattle. So I can't say that. Falcon fan forever say I'll take Clint Kubiak. I don't want Kevin Stefanski. I think he's gonna have one good season and that's it. He seemed like a douchebag. Southside said, "Damn, well, I thought you had deal." Hey, I was about to. Everybody started popping the questions off of them. So I said, if y'all got some questions for me, I answer for you. I got you. I was about out the door, Southside. Everybody started popping questions. Mucho Grande say, would you bridge Will Levis, let Matt get someone to work with him? No, I'm gonna leave Mayo man alone. And that's another young QB. Like if you're not seeing Michael Penix as your franchise QB, then I'm all good with bringing young QBs in here to compete with them. I'm good with it. Bring them all. If you don't see that man being your franchise QB, Auntie Pam says she wouldn't mind John Gruden as a head coach. His name ain't been popping up like that. I think he got to deal with them legal issues first, Auntie Pam, before he take on head coaching. I think he got to deal with that. I don't know what's going on with John Gruden. Jerome 69 say Kubiak as head coach and McDaniel as OC would be nice. Speaking of Malik Willis, I know his parent, his dad is Mark Twain from the Dungeon family, the Attic crew, A Town Legacy singing. Oh shit. Okay. Mucho Grande. If Todd Monken comes, then we may see Stetson Bennett or Huntley. Hey man. I don't mind Stetson Bennett coming on down here, homie. ATL 251 say, how about Baker as QB in place of Kurt? Baker's under contract though. And he got a hefty contract. So you gonna not only you gonna have to give draft capital for him, now you got a hefty contract you got to give that man too. So I don't know about Baker Mayfield. Uh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Dreaded 2880 say I'm talking about a good offensive line for Joe Burrow. Yeah, we got a great offensive line down here, but it's gonna cost you for Joe Burrow. It's gonna cost you draft capital top for sure. And it's gonna cost you some bread for his contract. So I don't know what are you willing to risk for him, knowing that he might not give you a full healthy season. That's the question. What we got? Home team Blackberry said it didn't look bad on the O line to me. That's what I'm trying to explain to him, Blackberry. We was top five offensive line and we was the second least sacked team in the league. So I don't know. I don't know what they seeing out there, dog. Mucho Grande say I know it's up to the coach, but who would you bring in for wide receiver draft signing or a trade? Oh, let's see here. As a draft, sheesh. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that little Georgia wide receiver. We need one of those type receiver here as we let your boy Ray go. We need a little quick wide receiver like that. I also wouldn't mind that receiver out of Texas A&M. He's 6'4", very physical. I forgot his name, dog. I wouldn't mind him either. As far as like a trade, I don't see us trading for no wide receiver because of the lack. We only got 5 draft picks. So I don't see us. They could always do it, but I don't see us doing that. But I had to check and see what free agent wide receivers out here this year. I had to look at that. I'm gonna look at that and bring that back to you. Ghost Pepper say, Will, you right, Stefanski didn't want Flacco, didn't want Shador in the early rounds, wasn't a favor of Deshaun Watson trade, but he heavily influenced the decision to draft Gabriel. Yeah, but yeah, these are the questions your boy Matt Ryan gonna have to ask Ghost Pepper. He gonna have to ask these tough questions, man, to figure out what kind of coach he getting in here. Sports talk folks say Joe Brady as well. I'm not heavy on Joe Brady as a head coach as a couple of people are. Like, I don't see him being a good head coach. I see him as a alright play caller at that. He's an alright play caller. So, and I'm good on trusting these New Orleans folks up in here. I'm good on trusting these little New Orleans folks. So we want to keep them folks up out our spot. Keep them New Orleans folks up out our spot. If you ain't know, I accept a player. I accept a player like an Ellis. We can make sure we re-sign Ellis. I accept that. Blackberry say I went over the O line numbers last week. Y'all go watch. Let's be clear from last week. Yeah, we talked about it on your show for sure. They got to go look, man. They can't assume. They can't listen to everybody else what they saying. Let the numbers tell you what it is. ATL 251 say who is the best tight end we can replace Pitts with? Oh man, 251 Pitts ain't going nowhere, dog. We franchise tagging him. I'm telling you right now, he gonna be franchise tagged, and it's cheap to do it. I think he gonna cost them like about from 12 to about 15 million to franchise tag him. We franchise tagging him, man. He ain't going nowhere. Mucho Grana say, do you think Mooney stay or go? I wouldn't mind seeing Mooney up under a competent offensive coordinator with a plan and a direction for him. Cause we seen what it's like when he's got opportunity. He showed he got skill. He just wasn't healthy this year, and we had an incompetent offensive coordinator. So I give him another shot for sure. But I'm gonna have him competing. He gonna have competition. I'm gonna bring competition in here. Damn sure gonna bring competition in here. All right, so that look like y'all got everybody caught up, man. That's all the question I got down here, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And always come and check out your boy on Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta Sports, man. And whatever AFN got going on, if I got time and they drop the link, I'm in there. You already know, man. I appreciate everybody for joining me. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.